put that phone there.
I need to get some more space. I want to
all you
my
gotta
pictures.
do is take a cord and hook up to your computer, and they'll download all of them to your computer.
You gotta get.
Hey, it's Harry J, y'all. Look at that.
What's going on?
That's the real Harry J.
Like, man.
They think I know
hey,
him.
The Three Musketeers, man. This is us right here. The Three Musketeers. We got Toi, we got Harry, we got me. We the Three Musketeers of radio. You understand? Magnificent, mighty, and marvelous. You got it? You got it? Louisville's home. Hey, the Miss M team. Extreme pleasure.
Yeah, they're going through that. You know they was up dancing.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they was up.
Keep it in the groove now. All right. What's going on, Toi? You on the Lord's side this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm on the Lord's side.
Well, I'm on it with you, my brother.
Most definitely here to be here with you
my Lord.
On the day like this. My grandma's birthday today that just passed.
My Lord.
She'll be
happy birthday, Grandma.
85. Dorothy Pointer, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Today, I woke up a little down, but I said at the table and I said, man, I'm going.
That's right.
She want me to sit here.
That's right.
And drown.
And to celebrate her birthday.
Yeah, so I got my spirits up, and I knew you would get my spirits up.
Come on now.
So I came in where the good people is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Saying?
Right here,
so
Soulful Sounds of Derbytown.
Right.
Coming right at you. You just heard I'm on the Lord's side by the Sincerity Singers. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Do I need to turn it up? Can you hear me now? Do I need to turn it up? This is your girl, Miss M. This is your girl, Miss M. Entertainer extraordinary right here at the Soulful Sounds of Derbytown, spinning the best of Louisville's local gospel music and the best of Louisville's own regional artists, performers, musicians, singers, vocalists. I tell you, dancers. I tell you, the good Lord has blessed us in such a mighty way with, not just His Spirit, because that's what allows us. We move in His being because He says so in this journey of life that He allows us on this side of glory is a wonderful thing, and it's great to be on the Lord's side. We're going to dedicate this program today to my friend, mentor, and namesake, Miss Marjorie Hope. I know she told me she listens to our program on Sundays, and I appreciate her and all of our listeners who tune in every Sunday afternoon from 4 to 6 right here at the Soulful Sounds of Derbytown to listen to the best of Louisville's own and to share in the mercy and the blessings of the one that we should bless at all times. His praise shall continually be in our mouths. And we want to send up birthday celebration blessings for Toy's grandmother.
Yeah, Dorothy Pointer. They call her Red, call her Dot. I learned my family came from Royalport, Kentucky.
Royalport, Kentucky.
I had to Google it. I was like, well, I never heard. This is so little. But yeah, man, and it's a hard day for me and my family. I want to appreciate, thank all the people, like my friends and all the family members that, been supporting us through this time, because my grandma was like the glue to us.
I know you're right.
And, it's been different. And today I said to myself, every parent have a different relationship with each kid. Mm-hmm. So you can't think that me and my mama, grandmama had the same relationship that my two other brothers had. Because we had a totally different bond.
Sure.
That they don't know that our bond was. So, and my kids had good bonds with my grandmama. They were close to my grandmama. And it's just different, man. And I ain't, like I said, I don't want to be so down today, but I used to take a fifth of Remy over to her, and she'll sit back and cook her food, and she'll have everybody come through and see us like a party day at her house. And it's the first year ever of my life that, I had to deal with it, though. I'm happy. I listen to you. I listen to everybody. I can't drown and continue to drown because I'm already grieving on my son. Got killed years ago, so, and then lose. And then my uncle just died 6 months ago.
They not dead,
couple weeks ago.
They not dead,
so
Toy.
It ain't really,
They're not dead, Toy.
Right.
They're not dead.
Mm-hmm.
They living in the Lord.
When you lose some people that love you for real,
you
it's
ain't
really
lost
hard.
them, man. We got to stop dealing with it like that. We have not lost them.
Yes, ma'am.
She's an ancestor now.
Yes, ma'am.
She was with you all the time. You can talk to her.
Right.
You can tell her that you love her. You can look at her pictures and still you'll never forget what she looks like. All right then. So you're not going to forget what she looks like. You can't touch her physically, but you can touch her spiritually and emotionally. And that's how you hold on. When you didn't see her every day, even if you went over her every day, when you left, she was out of your sight.
Yeah.
So come on now. Yeah. We have to stop. Grief is a thing we must do. Grieving is a part of our emotional process that we have to learn to deal with. Right. Because if the Lord suffered and died in order that we might be freed from our sinful nature and knowing and learning the difference after accepting Him as our personal Savior, He died for us. He's not dead.
Right.
He's not dead. Mm-hmm. He lives in us. Your grandmother's spirit will live on in you and your children forever and ever and ever. Right. As long as you remember who she was then.
I remember
who she
things she said. And that's one reason I got up, because I can hear her saying, "Come on, man. You shouldn't look like that, man. Get up out of that chair." You feel? Then on the way up, I said, I was a crybaby kid as a kid. I was spoiled, so she spoiled me. That's my grandma.
Okay.
And she spoiled. She treated me a little different, but hey, that's my baby. She's gone, and it's just hard. Yeah, I miss my grandma. Like a lot of people miss, because when you lose the ones that really love you, then you still look at the ones that act like they love you. They don't love you.
Well, no, you ain't got to be looking at them. You're supposed to be dealing with the ones that really love you. Rest on that assurance. Yeah. We're not going, like I say, we've got to learn to overcome. So opportunity follows struggle. Mm-hmm. It follows effort. Mm-hmm. It follows hard work. It doesn't come before. Mm-hmm. So what's come before you is the fact that you had a grandmother that not only loved you unconditionally, but she taught you things that you will never forget, that will keep you strong in any time and instance, that you can depend on. Whenever you falter and you fail and you want to feel real bad, think about the happy times. Think about the good times. Mm-hmm. Think about what joy that you still have when you think about grandmother. I think about my mother. I think about anybody that has gone on to that other realm in the spirit world. Because see, she could be that flower, that ray of sunshine that comes through your window early in the morning that wakes you up. You be like, "Hey, grandmama, what's going on, girlfriend?" Mm-hmm. Oh man, I sure wish
she was. Bird, I see her every day.
All right, see. See. So acknowledge. Well, see. You done gave her. See. She's that red bird. Yeah. I see her. Do you see one every morning? See her every day. All right then. So that's the Lord showing you that she's still there. Yeah. Because you just said it. You claimed it.
I got a video, but I got a whole lot of them going in my head.
Okay, well then you just claimed it, man. Don't throw it away.
I recorded them.
Don't throw it away. Let me make a few more announcements so we get into this music today. We're going to be featuring Mr. Don Bullock, a one-of-a-kind balladeer, Louisville's own right here, that was an eminent figure in our community in the heydays of the 40s and 50s, and of course, one of the Soulful Sounds of Derbytown compilation CDs, you heard him sing "I Who Have Nothing," but Mr. Gary Falk gifted me with the CD that has around about 8 or 9 of Mr. Bullock. Wonderful, wonderful ballads on there, and we're going to be featuring that today, as well as some works from Mr. Ron Jones, jazz artist Mr. Ron Jones and his quartet. But I want everyone to keep in mind that don't forget about today at the doors open at 4 at the Vernon. The Lady Sings the Blues annual show is happening today at the Vernon over on Story Avenue. Doors open at 4. Music begins at 5. There's a $25 cover for that. They have some of Louisville's greatest female artists are going to be performing there today in the Lady Sings the Blues show. And then on November the 19th, we are going to be celebrating, I tell you, Damon Pookie Williams, Robert Butch Williams, the prolific songwriter from right here in Louisville, Kentucky, and producer, Robert Butch, we call him Butch. His nephew passed a couple of weeks back. His name was Damon Williams. Young man, he was in his early 50s, but his funeral is going to be at A.D. Porter's this coming Wednesday, November the 19th. The wake will start at 11 and the funeral will happen at 1 p.m. So if you knew Pookie, they called him Pookie, that was his nickname, please keep the family in prayer, and if you're able to make any of the services, please do so. We want to continue to send prayer out to his mother, Linda, and all of the Williams family. So also on Tuesday, we're going to be having, you get an opportunity to meet Mr. Watkins. Now, he's one of our local statesmen, and he's running for, I forget what district right now, but I'll tell you in a little while. I tell you, when you want to do something, and sometimes, see, and like I say, anytime you're trying to do something positive, anytime you're doing something that the Lord would have you to do, something's going to always try to get in your way. Yeah. So you have to be mindful that when we talk about the blues, bad energy people too. Well, that's his job. Yeah. That's his job. But again, we're not going to give him any power. Yeah. We can't keep on saying everything that happens to you. Some things that happen to us, most things that happen to us, they happen because the Lord wants it to happen. Right. Now, I'm not saying that evil does not exist because it persists. Yeah. But we have to learn to take responsibility for the choices we make. Right? And some of the choices that we make, we're making them after we've already decided and knowingly, and I might know that they're not the right thing to do. Right. So you can keep on blaming. Don't give the adversary no power. He ain't got no power unless you give it to him. Quit giving him power. He ain't got no power in your life unless you want him to have power. I don't like to call his name. Now he didn't make me do nothing. I did it because I wanted to. Right. That's why I did it. Now, if I'm wrong and I apologize and ask the Lord forgive me, and if I don't lay at the altar and walk away from it and pick it up again, that's on me too. But I choose not to do that because, first of all, it's a defeatist attitude. And when you've had a grandmother who loved you, you said she spoiled you. She didn't spoil you to be rotten. She spoiled you to be good. Yeah, well, she wanted you to know the best things in life. Well, then. Right. That's what I'm talking about. So look here. On Tuesday, November the 18th, over at the California Community Center, they're going to be having a townhouse calling. It's called Your Voice Matters. It says, meet your legislator. That's 11/18/2025 from 6 to 8 p.m. at the California Community Center. You can come and meet Mr. Joshua Watkins, State Representative of House District 42. And it states, come meet your state representative for an open conversation about the issues that matter most to the California neighborhood. This is an opportunity to share ideas, ask questions, and learn how your voice helps shape Kentucky's future. So we must take accountability for the changes that we need, and stop pointing our fingers at other people saying because they did this, they're not the problem, they're not the issue anymore. We're the issue right now. And
everybody trying to find somebody else to blame.
Look, Elijah Muhammad said this was an American religious leader back in 1897. And he passed away, transitioned in 1975. He said, let us refrain from doing evil to each other, and let us love each other as brothers, as we are the same flesh and blood. It is a fool who does not love himself and his people. So, if we continue to expound upon the word of the Lord, which total foundation is based on love and sacrifice. We want to deal with our wants. We have to learn to deal with our needs. Meet your needs, your wants will come along. Okay. They're irrelevant, actually, because usually wants is excessive. It's something that you have in excess. You already have it. You just don't know that you got it. Right? But our needs are something, like I said, they're talking about, hey, the SNAP benefits are back. Well, they never went away. Well, now, see, this ploys are thrown out to see how they can upset you, take you off course, take you out of focus. Yeah. We've got to learn to focus on what is relevant to the cause of mercy, graciousness, love, redeeming favor. There are a lot of things that we're gifted with, and we never open up the package. Right. We don't.
And then they say they're going to take away from the Section 8.
They're not going to take away
but
nothing.
But I'm saying that it's used
they can't take away nothing.
Rough your feathers to get y'all upset. Now they're getting people all upset, thinking they're ready to lose the Section 8.
Because we ain't got no business being on Section 8 no way. They need to get a job. Come on, man. Let's stop with the nonsense. Harry, play me some music before I lose my grits over here.
You right.
Who's that? Is it good? That's Wilson Pickett. I'm gonna wait.
Who you fan of that?
Wilson. But he was.
He's from here?
He lived here for a long time.
But he wrote that right there?
That's Wilson.
Damn, I ain't never know that. Nobody never told me that.
Wilson Pickett, yeah, he buried here. Yeah, they brought him home. Siri, Google Wilson Pickett.
Nobody never told me somebody from Louisville sung that song.
Wilson Pickett?
Yeah.
Okay, I found this on the web for Wilson Pickett. Check it out.
He was born in Prattville, Alabama. He was born in Prattville, Alabama. He lived here. He's buried here. So let me give some history on him and then, let me give some history on it so we can clean that up. I'm gonna wait. You can play it in the background. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, now. So let's clear this up. Wilson Pickett was actually born in Prattville, Alabama.
Okay.
All right. He died January 19, 2006. Now, a lot of people are under the assumption that Wilson was born here. He was not. They brought his body back here. He still has family here in Louisville, Kentucky. But his occupation as a soul singer and songwriter came from his own music. He recorded more than 50 songs, which made the U.S. and R&B charts, many of which crossed over to the Billboard Hot 100. Among his best hits are the one we were just listening to, In the Midnight Hour, which he co-wrote, and then A Land of a Thousand Dances, 6, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8 now, Soulville, USA. I know we remember that, and everybody knows Mustang Sally and Funky Broadway, Engine, Number 9, and Don't Knock My Love. Yeah, he was a high-energy entertainment, and, of course, we loved Wilson Pickett, and not many shows back, we played his prolific rendition of... what's the one that the Beatles did? I'm gonna call it. I got it on my mind because it's so. Dang, I can't even call it, but that's all right because nobody did a song.
I got a Beatles album, but I ain't never listened to it.
Really? Yeah. Well, you should. I mean, the Beatles came over here and did for our music what they wouldn't, especially for African American music, because they did covered a lot of our music. But they came here and revamped our music and made it popular music, which again eventually got some of those artists some royalties
Yeah.
and some recognition
Right.
that they probably otherwise
Put a little
wouldn't-
swing on them. on
yeah,
the 4x4.
they wouldn't have gotten.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely. So we have Hazel Miller. Oh yeah, look what we can do. Yeah, Hazel Miller was. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Oh, it's 4:40 already. Yeah, go on, Hazel. Look what we can do. The one and only Miss Hazel Miller. She was here a couple of weeks ago, actually. Snuck up in here for a family reunion.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the theme around here for many years when Hazel put that out. And blessed, she's doing a wonderful work where she is out in California.
Yeah. The sound is still scattering me. I never heard it. I never heard that.
Who's that? Well, Muhammad Ali.
I never heard that one, boy.
All right. See, that's another one from our treasure. If y'all didn't know about that,
I didn't know. I ain't never
didn't
heard
know
of that
about
one.
that. That was Mr. Jimmy Wakeland, right here from Louisville, Kentucky. You see, the Black Superman talking about Muhammad Ali, and of course, you heard "Look What We Can Do" from the one and only Miss Hazel Miller. And as I said, we're going to be pushing in this Don Bullock here in a few minutes, so we can listen to this prolific music. And then I want to give a shout out to Miss Emma Lucille Allen, who had a wonderful. Miss Allen's been getting all of her wonderful accolades for so many years because her work and her journey has spoken for itself. But she is iconic. She's a dynamo at 94 years old. And yesterday they had a pottery exhibit out to the botanical gardens, and Miss Lucille had some of her personal items in there.
What kind of stuff do she? I never heard of. What do she?
Emma Lucille, she was the first African American chemist at Brown Forman.
Oh, okay.
So they recently just named a liqueur for her on this past Friday,
Yeah.
and then yesterday they had a art showing out to the botanical gardens. A lot of beautiful work out there about local pottery artists
Okay, yeah.
and craftsmen. It was just wonderful. But any item that you bought from Miss Lucille's tables, she donated those funds towards the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage. So we want to give her a great shout out of applause for all the charitable things that she does and has done in our community. She is one woman that, I mean, you could never say enough about Miss Elmer. And then, of course, yesterday also down in Chickasaw Park, I'm sure everybody saw on the news where $5 million was donated to the Chickasaw Project. And so they're going to be renovating and doing some more things down there at Louisville's only black park.
I used to go down there and clean up.
Did you really?
I have a little spot. Man, my son used to ride our bikes down too, and I used to go down there, cut the grass, the trim. It was like a little mountain set, and you can see the river, and it's so beautiful.
Oh yeah.
And it used to be some tables. They moved it, like they shut it down. I don't know why.
Well,
But
because
it was
people
nice.
Yeah,
It's
well,
nice right there. I don't know what happened.
Well, people weren't taking care of it. They weren't doing the right thing. It was a park for families, not for you to come down and do whatever you want to do. You see what I'm saying? When I was a child, we had our family picnic right there. It's a tree right there over from the little wading pool every year.
Yeah.
That tree is still standing there. I got pictures with me as a child.
We used to go down.
2 and 3 years old. Yeah, so that was our park.
Down there.
Yeah, man, what you talking about? And then, they took down the stand where the WLOU used to have the summer fest, man.
It's the summer fest. I love the summer.
Oh, man,
crazy.
that's what I'm talking about. So,
break dance contest.
And singing
Harry was
contest.
up there with his chord boy doing his freestyle.
Yeah, man, come on now. But I'm going to give a shout out to Erica and Gerald, too. I met yesterday at the pottery exhibit. He said he was going to listen to our program today, and I hope he's listening in. And again, we appreciate all of our listeners. So, again, let's take a listen to Mr. Don Bullock. We got Don? Who you got in there? Oh, you got the Prince? Okay, Prince, you better come on in here, man, so I can get with you. I don't know what you waiting on, man. What's up? It's all right. See, Prince, we done played your song so much, man, it's skipping, man.
Yeah,
see, this one we need you to come on and verify that you're going to come on and sing that song live on December the 19th at 1701 West Muhammad Ali at the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage, wherein we'll be celebrating the 150-year birthday celebration of the Dr. Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black history. The tickets are $65 per person. We have tables of 8 for $500. You can sponsor. We got a cover page still, inside cover page still open. And we need each and every one of us in our community to come out and support the cause of ASALH, which is the Association for the Study of African American History and Life. December the 19th, this will be our inaugural birthday fundraising celebration. The one and only Mr. and I don't want to call his name. If I call his first name, it's gone. He starts with an L, y'all. Anybody, and it can't be you, Ronnie, and it can't be you, Butch, and it can't be you, Harry, either, because some of us know what Prince. We call him Prince, but he got another name, and we ain't gonna call it out over there because I don't want to get mad at me. But all I'm saying is, the Prince Philip Mitchell, we're going to be naming a Lifetime Achievement Award for him. And on that evening, December the 19th, we're going to be presenting that award to many of our local constituency who have continually fought for the cause of social justice and, hey, just the right thing.
Yeah.
Like Spike Lee said, just do the right thing. And we were created to do that. We were created to worship the Lord, God Almighty, because there's none like Him.
Neighbor.
Yeah, and He's one. Said, treat everybody like you want to be treated now. It says this right here, and this is by Henry Louis Gates Jr., 1950, American scholar and critic on humanism. And he says, humanism starts not with identity, but with the ability to identify with others. It asks what we have in common with others while acknowledging the internal diversity among ourselves. It's about the priority of a shared humanity. So, life is just a short walk from the cradle to the grave, and it sure behooves us to be kind to one another along the way. That is a saying by Alice Childress, American playwright. Also, happiness is like perfume. You can't pour it on somebody else without getting a few drops on yourself. I tell you, this is a wonderful book. There's nothing like wisdom.
A lot of people don't like happy. I know a lot of people wake up mad.
I don't care. I don't like talking about them. I don't want them in my spirit. I don't care.
But happiness, some people need to learn to be happy too.
Well,
right?
Look at here. Happiness is something you must learn and find for yourself.
Yeah, but I'm saying as energy-wise, you have to try to stay happy, you know, around happy
No, you ain't
people.
got to be happy all the
You
time.
know, I don't feel like
No,
that.
no.
I could be happy
You,
all
then,
the time.
you ain't happy that your grandmother's not here right by your side, right?
Mm-mm.
You're not happy about that, right?
Mm-mm.
But you understand, cause you're gonna get that way one day too.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna be missing you like you missing her.
Yeah, I hope so.
But the happy part about it is that you got the opportunity to know who she was.
I'm happy for it.
And it wasn't about no was. She still is.
I'm happy for
that
it.
same as what I'm talking about.
I'm
So
happy
happiness
for that.
ain't got nothing to do about jumping them down being,
Yeah.
it ain't
Yeah.
all that.
I feel that.
Happiness is sometimes it's just knowing that what you feel is real
Right.
and it's true
Yes, ma'am.
and it means something, and you can hold on to happiness. See,
Yes, ma'am.
you don't have to hold on to sorrow.
No.
You should always hold on to your happiness. You let nothing and nobody take your joy.
Sorrow bring you down, right?
Sorrow kick you around like you's a stuffed animal with nothing on the inside. That's what sorrow do for you. But we don't want none of that.
I don't want none of that.
We know a man from
My
Galilee that
grandma
said,
said,
baby,
you hold your head
hey,
up, put
you'll
it
never
around
be.
looking all sorry.
That's right. You'll never be thirsty if you drink from this fountain. So no, we ain't having it.
Yeah.
We're not having it.
Yes, ma'am.
So let me see. Okay, this comes from Oprah Winfrey. This is a
Okay.
book that's called African American Wisdom. And Oprah Winfrey says this. You know, I used to hear people give Oprah the blues. She got all that money and she don't do nothing for nobody but herself. You don't know what Oprah has done for anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got mad when she went over in Africa and created the schools. Why she had to go all the way over in Africa? Why didn't she do something right here in the United States? Who says she hasn't? You just may not know about it. Why? Because you haven't taken the time to research and see what kind of philanthropic endeavors that Oprah Winfrey has done with her money. She's done a lot of wonderful things. She's still doing a lot of wonderful things. Mm-hmm. And we need to get over pointing fingers at people that are actually doing things when we're doing absolutely nothing.
Right.
Oprah says, I'm where I am because of the bridges I have crossed.
Oh.
Sojourner Truth was a bridge. Harriet Tubman was a bridge. Ida B. Wells was a bridge. Fannie Lou Hamer was a bridge. Guess what, Toy? You're a bridge.
Right.
I'm a bridge. We all can carry over. We all can be that stepping stone for somebody else to hold them up, especially if you're strong enough and willing enough to do just that.
Right.
So don't let anyone
I'm a
have
good bridge.
your joy. You better.
I'm a good
It ain't
bridge.
just because you know man. Come on now. Yeah, because, we've got the opportunity. We have the power.
Yes, ma'am.
Speaking truth to power, you see, the universe gives us everything that we need.
Right.
Issue is that we don't always draw from the well.
Right.
You see, we don't always draw from the well. We want somebody to bring us the water instead of going getting the water for ourselves.
Right.
I used to have an auntie, she'd be sitting right by the refrigerator. She said, go bring me a cup of water. She said, right there by the refrigerator now.
She giving orders. She
Hey,
bossing.
hey, that wasn't being no boss. That was being lazy.
Being
But
lazy.
call it what it is.
Yeah,
You
being
understand?
lazy.
Now, of course, when we were children and we roll our eyes and look at it real good and crazy, you might get smacked upside your head
Yeah,
for
she
doing
will.
that. But she knew she was wrong.
Mhm.
You understand? And she ain't the only one. We all have had people like that. We got people like that in our lives now.
Right.
You see. But, responsibility is something that no man can carry for you. You have to learn to carry that for yourself. And, when you let people take you out of your element and make you angry and get all upset and misconstrued.
Yeah, I'm working real tough on them things. I done got
child.
better though.
Well, praise the
So,
Lord.
I know them.
Hey,
That's
Lord.
their mission.
Hey, Lord.
To get you out of
Come
character.
on. Come on, Lord.
And when you get out of character, then they win. So you best to stay all the way in the character and keep your mouth shut.
Oh, you heard that song, Jesus is a Rock in a Weary Land? Well, Maya Angelou said this. Hope is a song in a weary throat. The encountering of defeats may be the very experience which creates the vitality and the power to endure. Now, we all know that Maya Angelou was speechless because as a child she was raped by her uncle.
Right.
And that's why she wrote that book, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, right?
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't speak for years because she had to process all that grief, all that sorrow, all that self-hate, all of that something that somebody else put on her that she didn't deserve to have, but she bore it. And then when she when she finally did open her mouth, she became my poet laureate. You know, she spoke the truth and things that everybody needed to hear.
Right.
And she
That's
and
a lot
hated
of
no.
pain to grow up with, to be in a house with your uncle.
Oh baby, how many young children? Not just women, but males too.
Oh,
yeah, that's incest has been a thing that has plagued our society since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
But you must also understand that everything that the Lord does, He does for His own purposes and His own will.
Right.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Love you. You ain't gone yet? Well, we hope not. But
but it is it do still exist.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Because again, evil does persist.
Right. Daily. So it was something my mama always told me about my daughter. Watch the men, your friends who you let pick your daughter up and put on her lap.
Oh, you bet.
And, I was a baby. I had a baby at 14, brought her home from the hospital, and she was, my friend was little. I was 14, at 16, 17. I had a certain friend used to always pick my daughter up, and my mama came to me when I was like 15, and she was like, "Baby, look, you don't let men pick your daughter up and put her on lap." I'm not saying that he's doing that, but she said there's a lot of weird men out here, and they'll do, touch your daughter. And, I said, oh, man, after that, nobody can ever pick up me. I'm like, no, don't touch my daughter, man. Don't leave her alone. But it exists. And people need to come forward with it, because as long as you live with it on your chest, it kind of, kills your years in life of bitterness.
It destroys you to a certain degree, because you're emotionally dysfunctioning and inapt to deal with pain in such a way, But again, those are some of the things that when the family circle was broken during enslavement and fathers were actually taken out of the homes where they could actually raise their own children, it became a thing that was, it got out of hand, because you didn't know who people were. You never really know who people are until you know them. So I'm just grateful that through all the trials and tribulations that we do have to go through, that the Lord is always there to lead and guide us if we just look up and ask Him to be in our lives. Right. You understand? And we want to give out a shout to Shamika Looney. We had such a powerful Pastor's theme this morning was "Not on My Watch." I've been saying that for about a year now. Not on my watch. And here he came this morning with the theme of his sermon, man, from Acts, not on my watch. And, talking about how our so-called friends, will do harm.
Yeah.
They'll do harm to you now if you're trying to do good. Yeah. As long as you're going along with the program, doing everything that everybody
as long as you're doing what you do,
as long as you're going along with the program.
If I'm always doing what you want me to do when you want me to do it, I never get a chance to do what I want to do when I want to do it. So I don't keep doing what you want me to do every day. Because I ain't going to go nowhere. Because I ain't doing what I'm supposed to do. Right. I keep, that's real. And the people, and that's what some friendship is about. And I tell my daughter that all the time. Baby, be a leader. Lead. You can have friends, but don't always want to be over at somebody else's environment. Have your own environment.
That's right.
Some people don't have their own environment. Like, you always want to go over my house and watch the game. But can we come to your environment? Yeah, everybody got to have an environment. And you have to build your environment. You can't be in everybody else's arena. You have to build your own arena, your own environment, your own style, be your own person. And, everybody wear joy. I've been telling, wear something different. I mean, you can get some joy, but everybody got to see, have your own style. Don't be the same like them, because they all look the same. They all got the same pair of tennis shoes on. So what's the difference? Be different. You know what I'm saying?
It's good to be yourself. It's good to be unique. It's good to not to, as a friend of mine loves to say, not to go along to get along. It's good to be unique and set yourself apart, because we all are destined for what the Lord says. So, if you wake up and learn to speak to your own reality, this is another few words of wisdom. It says, it doesn't really matter what happens at the beginning, it's where you end up. And I think it's important that you know that today. Just don't give up trying to do what you really want to do. where there is love and inspiration, I don't think you can go wrong. And that was by one of our most prolific songsters, Miss Ella Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
And Brother Spike Lee, too, had a little bit in there. But again, life is for the living. And on this side of glory, it behooves us to first give honor and bless the Lord at all times. And he definitely turns right around and gives it right back to us. Right. And if we're listening and paying attention, you can't, like I say, you might falter, you might stumble. Right. But you can always, what was his name? He said, we fall down, but we get up. And you get up more powerful than you were when you went down. Right. So
and then I battle a little bit, being real with you. Not all the time, but everybody prayed. I said, God, I ain't gonna do it no more. Do it again. And and I would feel so bad. And it's just. But you have to still, like I think I heard last year, God is a forgiving God. Mm-hmm. No matter what, He gonna forgive you, but you have to stay still with Him. Oh yeah. Yeah, you got to continue to. What I learned here today, like if I heard He say do it, do it. Don't keep waiting. Saying if you heard it, it's God telling you to do it. Just do it.
Well, if you've confirmed that in your soul, you ask the question, Lord, is this you? Is this you talking to me?
Well, everybody got their own relationship with God,
absolutely.
So they know what God is talking to them.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear.
Everybody got their own relationship with God, so they know when He's talking to them. So it is, and I battle with not doing it, but I do a lot of things He tells me to do. Well, He said, give that man $100 on that coin a little bit. Sometimes I was like, man, I give that man $100.
And what you do about it?
I just keep going. But
man.
I give somebody, he said, give that man $5,000, I give some money, but I don't know. I just,
I hope we tell you give me $100 one day real soon. Hey, Dave, you got anything over for us today? What you got for me, Don? And did he put in my Don Bullock? Is Don Bullock in the turntable? Hey. Alrighty. So, Toi.
Yeah.
We were having a conversation here on the other side while Mr. Don Bullock was singing all those beautiful ballads. So tell me what you thought of them, first of all.
It was good music. I liked how the sounds in the sound spectrum, different spots. It's authentic because it was a live. I deal with a lot of digital sounds, so you can hear the different and just the art thing, to have that many people come together, play that style ballad, and for him, but it will rock you to sleep. I will tell you that. Yeah. You'll be there, some guy be walking through the house and, laid back and you ready to, go to bed.
Oh, no, man. You can't go to bed on music like that. You youngsters, y'all got to have that boom, 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 boom out there. Yeah. Y'all got to have that boom, boom, boom. That right there. See, that's metal. We used to call it mellow madness, man. Now you can get in a zone, but it's relaxing. That music, and like you said, you heard the harp, you heard the piano, the drums.
His words play.
Yeah,
with how he was. It's really
beautiful. Beautiful lyrics. They make you think. They relate back to your experiences, right? Make you think of particular people. But again,
it made me put myself back then, kind of like. What he was going through, what he was saying. You know what I'm saying?
He was talking about love. That's what we all talking about. We're talking about love and happiness. Something like that.
Talking about love.
Something that'll make you do wrong, make you do right. Hey, so, but again, the drums were there, but they didn't overpower, right? All you heard was the voice,
the piano,
and the instrumentation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was mellow. It was smooth.
The bells, the head. It was nice. I mean, listen.
Okay,
it was a great
youngsters are
played out. It was a good ballad.
Yeah, very good. Don Bullock is one and only. I tell you, he and
right here from Louisville.
Of course.
Yeah.
The scenes, the club scenes, and also the restaurants. A lot of your we couldn't go into the hotels in some of these restaurants, but black artists could play in those restaurants. Just like many times you see some of the stories and the real life biographical sketches of great entertainers. They could entertain, like when Vegas first started up. They could go and play in the sands. They
play in a good club.
They could play in the clubs, but they could not eat there. They could not sleep there, and they had to go in through the back doors to use the elevators.
Right.
But those were the times, and again, you know.
And then you
even
got
today I
an opportunity. You can go in the door, and they don't want to.
Well, you know, I'd rather we spend our money somewhere where we own. You understand? You understand? Let us make ourselves accountable. And come on now, you know. But like I said, you get on the elevator now. If you get on the elevator still sometimes now, they're not gonna tell you you can't rap, but they're gonna hold their purse real close.
Right. They're still doing that.
But you know what? I can't blame them for that. I can't blame them for that because a lot of times they better hold their purse.
Right. These days.
And them too.
You come at the store, they attack you like you owe something.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah.
But we want to continue again to lift up in prayer all of those who loved ones have transitioned to that higher realm. They, you know, they're waiting on us now because we all got to go.
Can I ask you a question? You know anything about the Juice Bowl? How long the Juice Bowl been around? I heard this year the Juice Bowl gonna be a little different. I think Miss Tammy Hawkins is doing something different with it today. I mean this year, so I don't know. They said the last couple of years it haven't been.
Well, the last couple of years the weather has been not conducive, which the Juice Bowl, I didn't care what kind of weather it was back in the day, it was always a big crowd down there, right? But you know, some years back when Marjorie Fisher first came into being the mayor here, I was down there. I was working at youth detention, and I had to leave early. And as soon as I left from down there was a shooting at the Juice Bowl, and Marjorie Fisher was down there. Now, after that, the Juice Bowl kind of fell off as far as attendance because some of your older people, you know, when
they used to have a little league game. Like I played down there when I was a kid in a little league championship in the Juice Bowl. That's what we was trying to get to, the Juice Bowl and play. Right. And now they don't have the little league football game going on no more.
Well, I mean,
it's not. It's just what happened.
I'm telling you what happened. They got acting the fool.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what happened. It was no longer a place that you could trust to come down there, get up early before you had Thanksgiving dinner, go down, and they had like you said, the junior leagues.
My grandma loved her friend came from out of town to go to the Juice Bowl.
The children would play, then the grown-ups would play. You had vendors, you had music. Everyone had a wonderful time. It was safe.
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't have people riding through the park shooting it up, shooting randomly in the crowd. We didn't do guns.
Yes, ma'am.
That wasn't a part of our demographic. Right. That's not what we did.
Yes, ma'am.
We didn't bring trouble to our own community.
Yes, ma'am.
We did not do it.
Yeah,
and so that's what happened.
Well, I hope they bring it back.
Yeah, well, you know, I just hope that the people, whoever signs on to help, see, my thing is this. That thing has been in existence forever and a day.
Yeah.
Anybody that's going to call themselves doing anything about it on this Thanksgiving ought to be working with the individuals who put it into play from jump.
Right.
You don't come in and just whitewash and act like it's brand new, because it's not brand new. That's a historical event.
Yeah.
That happens.
And everybody used to love the Juice. That's where we was going.
People still love the Juice Bowl, but they're not going to come down there for no nonsense.
Right.
And again, you don't ever gloss over your history.
Yes, ma'am.
History is not meant to be glossed over. It's meant to be alluded to, respected, and maintained. Ever what you bring new to the game, you add on. You not creating nothing new.
Okay.
So whoever the individuals are, and all the fighting amongst these individuals, that our constituency, it needs to stop. And I'm going to say it. It needs to stop. And if you don't start working together to heal the community, you can guarantee ourselves that our community will never be healed. Stop it.
Yeah, because you messing up for
Come on,
everybody.
man. Y'all need to stop it.
Man, that used to be the thing.
Come on, man.
As you
Y'all
get
need to
done
stop
eating,
it. Stop
we
with the
everybody in the
nonsense.
West End of Louisville, everywhere, went to the Juice
Don't
Bowl.
make me get angry.
It was fat down there. Everybody was just getting along. And, you know, the football game, something. They need to bring it back.
Listen to Tristan. Miss Tristan Northdale. I don't want to talk about that nonsense. Nonsense. All right, y'all. Don't forget also about the Urban Jazz concert coming up at the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage on November 22nd. Yeah, smooth jazz, urban jazz over at the Kentucky Center. That's Marcus Click you're listening to now, Louisville's own Marcus Click. And again, the jazz concert on the 22nd promises to be as vibrant and exciting as the last one, produced by Urban Insight and Smooth Jazz. Yeah, the Maxwells, they got it for you. Don't forget also about the Lady Sing the Blues showcase that's going on right now at the Vernon over on Story Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Also, remember to keep in prayer family of Sister Linda Williams for her son Pookie services this coming Wednesday the 19th at AD Porter's from 11 to 1 p.m. The funeral begins at 1. Also, don't forget about Tuesday, November the 19th over at California Community Center. Come out and let your voice be heard while your state representative, Mr. Joshua Watkins, offers you the opportunity to share your ideas and bring your commitment to the cause of uplifting self-justice, social justice, and everything that's going to make our community better. We thank our sponsors, the Kentucky Center for African American Heritage, for allowing the Soulful Sounds of Derbytown to come and bring you the best of our local and regional artists of Kentucky. I thank Mr. Toi.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, for coming in and sitting in and helping us putting out on YouTube and Facebook our shows and our interviews and helping to promote the cause of Black achievement.
That's right.
Achievement. What is achievement? Marian Anderson said it like this: if you have a purpose in which you can believe, there is no end to the amount of things you can accomplish. And then Marva Collins, the great American educator, says though a person doesn't grow up with a silver spoon in her mouth, she can still taste the good things in life. Excellence is not an act, but a habit. The things you do the most are the things you do the best. So remember to put your best foot forward. Follow the path that the Lord would have you in His will to go. Don't turn back. Don't give up. Don't be dissuaded. Be encouraged. And don't allow anyone to have your joy. Just keep on believing, because the Lord does and will answer prayer. And we are better together than we are apart. So let's lift up our community. Lift up the Mary Halls in our communities. The Barbara Sexton Smiths in our community. The Michael Abrahams in our community. The Akron Burtons, the Toys, the Harrys, the Daves, the WLLVs and the WLOUs in our community. We don't have to take anything back. Let's claim it. Name it, claim it. Daddy People said it. I guess she said you got to name it, claim it, believe it, and achieve it. That's what it's all about.
All right.
So yeah, don't be dissuaded and don't let the darkness overcome your light, because you can still shine in the darkness. You best understand it. So we're going to end today's program with a little bit of Sam Majesty talking about Louisville, because Louisville is where I'm from and Louisville is where I live. I like that song that Mr. Watson did about Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, I never heard of that song. I was pretty tough.
So check it out, y'all. Love you. Soulful Sounds, Derbytown. I didn't talk about myself.
Is it a good time?
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Wait a minute, I talk about myself.
Yeah.
So, how long is that?
About
Oh no. Okay, so give me a minute right before you got to run our thing, and just fade that in the back, and because I need to talk about my stuff, talk about everybody's stuff, but man, just fade it out a little bit. And you know what, y'all? I forgot to tell you about what I'm going to be doing on November the 22nd down in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We're going to have the first annual Porter Granger Blues Festival down at the Capitol Building. The tickets are free. Go online. The Jack Dapper Blues Festival. I'm going to be the closing act on that Saturday. They're going to be having workshops from Thursday through Saturday. Narrative stage performances, workshops.
What's the
down
date?
in Bowling Green, Kentucky, November the 20th through the 22nd. I'm so excited telling y'all about the other folks. I forgot to tell you about what I was doing. So if y'all want a little road trip, roll on down to Bowling Green. I asked this gentleman that won the solo duo contest a couple of weeks ago at the Kentuckiana Blues Society Blues Challenge. He's going to be my accompaniment, and we're going to be doing classic blues like that of the one and only great Alberta Hunter, Sarah Martin, Bessie Smith. We're going to be giving it to them, so come on down to Bowling Green to the Porter Granger Blues Festival. See ya when I see ya.